Chelsea women finally lose after 28 games unbeaten, falling to Manchester City 2-0 as Viviane Miedema comes off the bench to turn the game. Jules, your girl, Sonia Bonpasteur, is human after all.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, as you said, Gabby, first defeat. So in 29 games this season, they obviously beat City at the weekend in the League Cup final. They will play them again on Sunday in the WSL. And then obviously next Thursday in the second leg of this. It's just half time. That second goal especially came really, really late because I think you could lose 1-0 at City, and Nick Cushing as an interim coach did a really good job tactically in that game to nullify Chelsea, who maybe didn't have the empire that they usually have. And considering for City, there was no bunny show either. So it was not given that City would win this one. But Miedema coming off the bench was great. Two good goals. And for Chelsea, there was definitely something missing.
Yeah, from what I saw, it looked like it was. It looked like a game that had 0-0 written all over it. It looked as if this is how Chelsea had set up, and maybe if we nick something, and I think it was individual quality ultimately that made the difference.
They had loads of the balls, they just could not have. The Emperor was not good enough, and the City pressed well at times, and Miedema is just so class. And still in the Women's Champions League, Gabby, Arsenal fall away to Real Madrid 2-0 on Tuesday night. This was a bit of a surprise to you?
Yes, it was, because Arsenal are a powerhouse in the women's game, and Real Madrid are still on their way to hoping to get there, but the gap between Barcelona is still enormous. They do have Linda Caicedo, who is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
And they scored their goal on the counter when the Arsenal captain, Williamson, made a bad mistake. I know they complained about the pitch, and it was a funny bounce, whatever.
It was really bad pitch, though.
But she runs through and scores, and then Natalia Castillo, scoring from the edge of the box. I think those were pretty much Real Madrid's only 2 shots on goal. Arsenal had the upper hand the rest of the way. Blackstenius getting involved several times. If I'm Arsenal, I feel okay about the return leg. And I feel like I was a little bit unlucky. Barcelona unleashed a can of whoop-ass on Wolfsburg, cruising to a 4-1 away victory in their women's UCL quarterfinal, Jules.
Yeah, there was no game, no match. If you can watch this Barca team in the league, and they will play Real Madrid, I think, this weekend in the league or in the Champions League. They're just so good to watch. It's great, even without Walsh, for example, who left to go to Chelsea. They're still fantastic. Their midfield is great, and they were outstanding. And Wolfsburg are not a bad team, but they could have won easily 6
I think
it's
7. Was it the fourth goal? Was it Salma who scored the one where she curls it from the corner of the box? I mean, and she curls it with power as well. She strikes the ball so well.
She's very, very good. So they are, again, the massive favourite to retain the title.
Lyon cruised past Bayern 2-0 in their Women's Champions League quarterfinal first leg. Also away from home, Jules. And also pretty one-sided.
Yeah, although Bayern tried in the first half, to be fair, and at times created a bit of danger, which Lyon have rarely been under that kind of pressure so far this season. But going forward, they're just so good. They've got so much pace, really, with Chawinga especially, I think, and Dumornay. Both of them were outstanding, more than Diani, who's the third attacker in that team. But Dumornay and Chawinga are so young, so good, really, so quick. It's unreal. And I think with them, Lyon can go really far and cause trouble to Barcelona because they could meet. They're in different side of the draw. So the winner of this Bayern-Lyon team will face the winner of Chelsea-City, I think. So then Barcelona will be probably waiting in the final. And that could be very, very good for this Lyon team.
They also missed a penalty in this one, where like a goalkeeper saved it. I'm on paper. You know more about women's football than I do. It feels like the Lyon and Barcelona are pretty much done and dusted. But the other game, Arsenal, Real Madrid, and City, Chelsea, obviously very much in the balance.
Yeah, very much so.